Hi, I'm Terry with Terry Hound Associates. Today I want to tell you about a really happy experience for a family that used our services to have an auction. They had a plan, a specific plan of exactly what they wanted to do. And let me tell you what it was. They wanted to move into their new house on June 1st. They were already building, and they wanted their other house sold and closed about the same time so it didn't linger on the market. It was an unusual house and probably going to take a different kind of buyer. They had a swimming pool and a barbecue grill inside the house, and they had this big fan to draw out the smoke from the barbecue grill. You don't see this very often, but it was an immaculate house. It was really nice, really nice. But it didn't fit the neighborhood. The other houses were tall 2 stories, and this was like a ranch style with a shorter 2-story. And they thought it might take longer to sell. So I went over to talk to them about it, and they said, "This is our dilemma." And they explained their dates, and I said, "Well, we can do that. Here's what we'll do. We'll have the auction around the middle of May. The buyer has 30 days to close, and so about 2 weeks after you move into your new house, you can close and you'll have your cash." And that's exactly what we did. We had the auction. This is back when we were doing live auctions. We had a good crowd, and we had 4 bidders, and they bid on the house right to the number of what we thought it would bring, no more, no less. They got moved in their new house on June 1st, and I think maybe just 5 days later, the buyer didn't wait the whole time. 5 days later, we closed. The lady sent me a card. I want to show it to you. If you'll notice, there's a chicken and an egg on there, and you think, well, who's going to send you a card like that? But on the inside, she had wrote a note. And she said, "The chicken or the egg, buy first or sell first. Well, you're so good, it doesn't matter. Thanks for all your help and advice, making our transition a smooth one." And that was one of the nicest cards or comments I've gotten. But it was about timing. So they weren't desperate. They didn't have to sell the house. They just didn't want to own a vacant house. And they didn't, but they wanted to go ahead and buy first because they had an opportunity that this house they were building, that lot, they wanted it. And, you know, sometimes people, it gets tough when you got 2 houses trying to keep up 2 houses. And that's the situation they didn't want to be in. There were 2 business people they owned 2 separate businesses. They just didn't have time for it. And they were getting a smaller house at that time. So if you've got a situation, you need to do something by a certain date. That's what the auction can do. We can time it to fit your schedule instead of you having other people control when your house sells. Hey, give me a call if you're in this situation. I'd like to talk to you. Doesn't cost anything, and we'll tell you what we can do.